Today is day 31 of the podcast, and I have been talking to you for the last couple days about the two ways of seeing: the lamp, the body, the eye. And I want to share an example today. You know, there's two kinds of pilots that are able to fly. One is a pilot that's been trained a certain number of hours, and that pilot can fly in good weather and during daylight, because he's using some of his natural senses to discern and be able to see. But the other kind of pilot, it takes way more hours to get this kind of a license. That pilot's called an instrument rated pilot, and that to get your instrument rating, those are the pilots that are able then to fly in the dark and in stormy weather. And they are ones who have trained themselves to operate by their instruments and not just their natural eye. And sometimes their natural eye will give them information different than the instruments, and they have trained themselves to listen and pay attention to the instruments. We know that John F. Kennedy Jr. was not an instrument-rated pilot. He flew at twilight and became disoriented by what he saw. At least most likely that's what they have said. So there's a call now, because we're in the twilight. As Christians, we're walking in times of deep darkness and storms, and we have got to not just walk by what our natural eye can see and know, but what the eye of our heart and the direction of the Holy Spirit can show us. Now I want to tell a story. I used to drive a school bus, and the Larch Mountain route. And you know, if you're driving a school bus, you want to get that bus up to speed going up the hills, or you know, you're going to be going 10 miles an hour. Well, as I came around a curve, I suddenly heard in a strong sentence, "Get this bus off the road, and get it off the road right now." Well, the only way to get it off the road was to drive on an immaculate lawn that was right there on the curve. And my reasoning mind would have said, "Are you crazy? You'll be in so much trouble for destroying this lawn." But this strong impulse that I heard in my spirit was commanding, "Get this bus off the road and get it off right now." I don't know why I chose to obey that still, not small voice, it was a loud voice. I obeyed that voice. I pulled this giant school bus onto this immaculate lawn seconds before a fully loaded log truck came around the corner in my lane. I'm here to tell the story because I didn't go by my reasoning mind. I went by the voice of the Spirit. Now, there's a whole lot to learn in testing, but there's also an ability that we gain when we have yielded ourselves to the Spirit, to know and to trust. So that's what I'm going to call us to in these days ahead. So here's my question. When it comes to a conflict between your reasoning mind and what you sense is the voice of the Spirit, how do you put that to the test?